Hey, howdy, folks. Welcome to another great masterclass that we have today. Today's going to be a really exciting one. Today is selling more skincare with RepeatMD. I know a lot of y'all have been super interested in getting your skincare featured through your app, the best way to do it, right? So we're going to go through some of those best practices, but also a lot of really cool new features and enhancements that we're bringing to our skincare features. So I'm gonna let everyone get in here real quick, but while you guys are joining and getting into the webinar, a little bit about me. My name's Jeremy Goldsberry. I'm the client marketing manager here at RepeatMD. You've probably seen me on a ton of our webinars before, but yeah. So what I'm going to do today is kind of tell you all the ins and outs of Goldcast and get the people excited today because hey, not only are we going to learn a lot today, but we're going to be giving away a $2,000 Louis Vuitton bag. I mean, it wouldn't be a RepeatMD event without a little bit of Louis Vuitton, right? Repeat LV is what they like to call us, right? So everyone in the chat. So first, if you don't know how to use the chat, let me tell you. So a little housekeeping today. So for the webinar through Goldcast, we have the chat on the right-hand side, and I want y'all to go in there and say hi, say what part of the country you're in, or if you're in Canada, tell us what part of Canada you're in. We're super excited to hear from all of y'all and see where you're at. And really the main rule of this, guys, is we got to keep the chat lit. As the kids say, we got to keep the chat lit. So I'll be looking out for that today while you are in there, egging y'all on in the chat, making sure y'all are paying attention. But also, if you guys need to message any of us directly, you can chat with us one-on-one in the messages. We are putting on a live event, so bear with us. We'll try to get back to you before the event ends. So feel free to message me or any of our other teammates in there. We have Sydney. She's going to be helping out today as well. And then we're going to have Q&A here today, guys. So as we go through all of this. Oh, hey, Judy, I see you out there. I see some other fellow Texans. Howdy, good to see you. Good to see you. As we go through this today, guys, inevitably, you're going to have questions. I hope you do, because that means you're paying attention and you want to learn, right? So as those questions come up, go to the little Q&A tab, submit those questions. And at the end, me and Leisa and Justin, we're going to talk through those questions together. We'll share them up here. We'll get them answered. Also, if you can't figure out the Q&A, don't worry about it. Put your questions in the chat. I'll make sure they get moved over to the right place. So that's a little bit about Goldcast, how Goldcast works. I think you guys are ready, right? You guys feel ready to go here? Well, before I bring up our first host, let me tell you about our Keystone host today. So we have Leisa Krauss, our Director of Education and Strategy. One of my business bestie, as I like to call her. Leisa is amazing. She's been, in the industry for over 30 years, helping hundreds and hundreds of practices across the globe, not just in the US, not just in Canada, but across the entire globe, which is impressive. And she knows what she's doing, guys. She's been doing this for a long time. I'm really excited for y'all to hear her tips, tricks, and pearls that she's going to have for you today. But not to forget my other bestie that's going to be on the call today, Justin Pettitt. He's our product manager. He's the guy in the background whenever you're sending us those great, recommendations of how we can improve RepeatMD. Well, hey, that's where that goes to. It's going to Justin. He's making it happen. So Justin's been with the company literally since day one, as long as I have. And he is just my absolute best friend. He's great to work with, but he crushes it on all of the features that we're dropping for you guys. So keep those recommendations coming. That's how we get these great features like we're going to see today in our app. It's all because of y'all, right? Y'all are the drivers of improving RepeatMD. We give the people what they want, right? So enough of me blabbering and talking. Let's get our first host out here. Leisa Krauss, come up on stage. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Let me get off mute here. Oh, I've been waiting for this, Jeremy. I've been waiting for this. I'm telling you, I am so excited to be here. This is my jam. I love these master classes. I love RepeatMD. I finally broke Phil down to tell him, come on, you got to let me have more time with our peeps so we can get them successful. I love being your business bestie. I am so excited for this. Products are one of my passions. And as mentioned, I've done this for many, many years. In fact, I'm probably have been doing this in our industry longer than some y'all on this call have been alive. Okay. I started when the dinosaurs roamed the land and we got our first laser, literally, seriously, for real.
You're seasoned. You're seasoned.
Is that what we call it?
Yes.
Thank you. That's very tasteful. So I am so excited for this. A little bit more about me is literally, oh, I love it. I love the chat. So for me, I have been in our glorious industry for 30 years. I have nothing but your best interest in mind. I focus on profit strategies and business consulting. So building your business and revenue generation with memberships, purchasing events, creating retail rock stars in the space. And so I have, as a consultant, I have been in our industry for so long, but I also have been hands-on with patients. I'm talking like 30,000 patients or more working in busy dermatology practices, cosmetic dermatology practices. I have developed laser protocols and things like that, like programs that are taught still today. And so my biggest thing is making sure that you are rocking it in this industry and you're rocking it with RepeatMD. And so that's a little bit about me. I also should let you know when I get super passionate, and I'm high octane. So for those folks that are not familiar with me, we're going to pack a punch on this one. This bee can talk, okay? And I also have a little bit of a trash dumpster mouth when I get super passionate, might drop a curse word or two. I'm going to try and keep it clean for you folks. It's really coming from a place of love. So today's agenda, super excited. Number one, we're going to go over why retail matters more than ever. So product sales more than ever, really important that we grasp this today. And number two, top industry trends. I love me some facts, tips, trends, and pearls in our industry. They're shaping the aesthetic industry. And then simple ways to double your skincare. Guys, this is not going to be that hard once we kind of break through some of that mindset stuff around sales. And then selling 24/7 with RepeatMD and leveraging my products, having your products in the app with either my products or SkinDrop. We do have some exciting things that we're revealing today, and we're going to finish with a live Q&A, and we're going to wrap this bee in a bow with the Louis Vuitton giveaway in true RepeatMD fashion. And so that's going to be our agenda today. And what I want you to start with is for scanning and getting entered. So I'm going to give you all a minute here, okay? Scanning and getting entered into the giveaway. There's also a link that Sydney just put in the chat. And so the link is for entering for the Louis Vuitton. So make sure that you are scanning that. I'm going to give you a minute to do that, okay? Because I know I want you to pay attention and to pay attention to me, but obviously you're going to be paying attention to getting yourself entered here. So we're going to give you a little hot minute. All right. Oh, who's going to win it? It's gorgeous, by the way. Look at that little number. It's going to go with all your outfits. Perfect for launching spring or summer. I mean, this bee could stand to win that. I wish I was eligible. I'll tell you that much. So win it for me. Sport that bag. Okay. I love it. Yeah, if this falls through, I'm going to be a QVC host. Amen, Jeremy. Absolutely. I was thinking of like that I could maybe comede, but I'd be skinny as 6 o'clock. Nobody's going to pay me for these jokes, okay? They're as old as I am, all right? So, love it. Dr. Judy, she's in. Okay, so I hope everybody's getting in. We are going to have at the end another chance to put up that QR code so that you're all entered. So hopefully I gave you enough time here. So I'm going to get cracking. So what I want you to do is I'm going to do this poll. Light up the chat for me right now. I want to know if you know, and you should. If you don't, I want you to guess, okay? And your guess is going to tell me if you know or not. So what percentage of your overall revenue, all your total revenue that you're bringing into the practice, what percentage of that is made up by product sales, retail sales? Okay. So are you a 80% treatments and 20%? Are you more of a 10% retail? Okay. Love it. Love it. Love the honesty. Sandra, we're going to get you higher. Okay. Jennifer, we're getting you cooking. And team, honestly, I love that you're lighting up the chat. I love that you're being honest, because that's where all of this is going to come from. We can, even if we're high, even if we're like 20, 25%, 30%, we can always use some tips and pearls to be a little bit better. So I kind of gauge where we're at. So I love who's in the room. Okay, perfect. So I want to go over a little bit about why retail matters so much. So number one, it can boost profits 20 to 30% without adding any lasers or any services if we really get our heads wrapped around how to position these as support products. Then number 2, global skincare market is worth 180 billion annually. Here's the problem. We need to have more of that market share because we are the industry experts. Okay. And then repeat patient value increases. Okay. So at home compliance is going to give us better results. We know this, okay? And then consumers are spending more now than ever before on prevention, maintenance, and results-driven products, okay? So it matters to us because obviously 2 things, results and revenue, and both of them are really, really important. So the 2 R's, results and revenue. All right. So let's talk some product trends. You know, this bee loves her trends, pearls, and stats. So 40% of consumers more willing to try new products post-pandemic. Now, I'm going to tell you my thoughts on why I think that is. Number 1, we had a captive audience during COVID, right? Everything was shut down, lockdown. Nobody was going anywhere. You were doing one of a few things. You were either keeping up with politics. That was pretty hot topic. You were watching Tiger King. Okay. I know y'all did. Put in the chat if you succumb to watching Tiger King. And number 3, we were educating the general public. I love it. Sitting, my granddad, who's like 90, he watched the Tiger King. I'm telling you, it was fascinating. But we were also educating people about skincare. Okay. And people are getting younger and younger. I love it, Phil. Your daughter's even talking about skincare. We have like 10-year-olds starting on skincare. I remember my mom back in the day. She was a Mary Kay gal, taking care of her skin while being a school teacher. We love that stuff. So there's more education now than ever before. On average, women in the US are spending $313 on average on beauty products. Now that's going to be makeup and skincare for beauty products. All right. I love it. I love the chat. 48% of millennials are opting for more natural but results-driven skincare. And if you all know, 30% of our market share right now is made up by millennials. They are willing to spend the money on skincare, okay? And then retail to service ratio, some trends and stats, 20 to 25%, 20 to 30% on average is what that should be because products are a support to what we're doing for in-house correction. And I'm going to go into a little bit more of that as we go along here. So in looking at our products, now, RepeatMD is like having your own hybrid of Sephora and Amazon. This is why I'm obsessed with RepeatMD, okay? So in clinic for many years, talking to patients is, oh, I'm just going to buy it on Amazon. I'm just going to get it on Sephora. We are losing sales of our results-driven skincare to these big brands. So what I want to do is I want to teach you today how we're going to take back our market share and advise like the expert that you are, okay? So I'm going to give you some stats out there and super excited to give you these. At a glance, this is about Amazon, okay? Amazon US skincare category grew by 21% over the last year, driven heavily by social media influencers, okay? I'm going to tell you, my best friend is a social media influencer, and I'm telling you, she sells more skincare to folks because she's very honest. She's one of those influencers that does not, everything that they send her for PR. She only talks about what she loves. She sells more than half the clinics out there just by doing her own influencing, believing in the product and talking about it, okay? So we need to take back some of that market share as well. For skincare category, number 1 in the beauty spot under hair care. All of a sudden, now we're above hair care. So beauty products above hair care, making up for approximately 25% of all beauty related sales on the Amazon app, on the platform, okay? Strongest and fastest growing subcategories that people are looking into, eye care for skincare and body. Why do we think body? If we look at it out there, people are losing weight like crazy, okay? Weight loss memberships, GLP-1s. People are losing weight, so they want tighter skin, okay? So this is really important. And then during Cyber Week 2025, Amazon accounted for 41.6 of all online beauty products that were sold e-commerce. We've got to take that back, and RepeatMD is the way to do it, okay? It allows us to be forefront of our patients in practice instead of Amazon and Sephora. So let's go over some Sephora skincare sales, all right? In 2025, clinical performance driven skincare dominated the online sales of Sephora, okay? Hybrid skincare makeup lines. Everybody knows about the sales events that they do at Sephora, the VIP Rouge programs, okay? Everybody knows about them and they wait for those deals. can't do it anymore, right? So here's what we got to do. We are selling luxury aesthetics, okay? We are already selling shit to people that they do not need, okay? I have done this for 30 years. People do not need Botox. They do not need laser treatments, but I have made a fantastic living selling these things to folks because what it directly relates to is self-confidence. We are starting to see studies for the last 10 plus years, how you look directly relates to self-confidence and how you feel. Okay. So we have bought into doing treatments. We have bought into offering laser treatments, Botox, fillers, everything. We've bought into this. So if we accept performing elective procedures, now this is going to be coming in hot here. We have to accept advising elective maintenance. Okay. Really important. Patients don't need what we're selling, but they're choosing it because of the outcomes, results, confidence, and longevity of youth. So if we're going to buy into being able to do these treatments for people that they don't need, then we damn well need to make sure that we are selling them products to help maintain or optimize the results that we're giving them for correction in-house. Okay. Whether that's weight loss, whether that's lasers, talks, anything, we've got to get a hold of this. Okay. So the truth bomb in medical aesthetics is in clinic. What we are doing is we are doing controlled intervention. We are doing controlled work on lasers, getting rid of their pigment, rosacea, acne. Okay. We are doing in clinic treatments. At home, it's going to be daily cellular support. That is why the practice should be doing at least 80% of the revenue should be in treatments. 20% at least on average should be done in your support. So products are a support. Okay. Without products at home. And here's the thing that kills me. I do retail rockstar workshops, have for years for clinics on how to sell retail, just like I'm doing today. So the thing that kills me is everybody in the practice uses the skincare that they sell. But then they have an issue when they go to sell the skincare because it's like, oh, well, this serum's really expensive. Yeah, guess what? Everybody knows it's expensive. I'll tell you what's difficult. When I started in this industry, I started before the internet. Yeah, you're welcome. I didn't have anything. So when people came in, they couldn't Google how much my serum was going to be. So when I told them, hey, this serum is $150. Yeah, they pooped their pants because they were like, what? This serum is $150? Now they know because they can Google it. Okay. So support, combination therapy. We know in this industry that if you just use products and they're results driven and they have active ingredients in them, you're going to get a good result. If you do just laser or non-laser device, you can get a nice result. And if you do injectables only, you can get a nice result. Where we see the best result is combination therapy. Okay, so we need to get breaking through that mindset of, okay, this is what I purchase it for at the clinic, but I have to turn around and sell it for this. Okay, so you need to wrap your head around markup mindset. All right, so when you go to buy bread from the store, you're not buying bread for the same price as the store is buying bread for. They get a deal on it. Okay, markup mindset. So just because we know what we spend on products that we get to purchase at our clinic, we need to break through that mindset. What we're selling products for is the price, and it's the price of combination therapy. I will tell you, if I was a patient going into a clinic and someone told me all about their injectables, how to correct my rosacea and everything, but they did not tell me how to maintain those results at home. Number one, I'd be pissed because I thought maybe they thought I couldn't afford those products. Number two, maybe they didn't know their shit about talking about those products. Neither one of those things are good. Okay. So what I'm saying here is we've got an ethical responsibility to the patient. So we need to know the science behind the ingredients. So we need to know the expected outcomes of daily use, usually because we use them ourselves. We know they're very good. And most of the stuff is backed by science that we sell or that's available. And the risk of non-compliance. How many times are we going to take a patient on and they don't do our product recommendations, but they do our laser, and then they come in and they're like, I'm not seeing optimal results. And it's like, okay, let me look back. Oh, I recommended all these products to you, but you didn't take one of them. So I'm not shocked that you didn't get the best results. In fact, we got to a point in the derm practices that I worked for is we would put in the consultation, and we would talk about it in the consult, put it in their forms that they sign. Okay. We're going through. If you do not choose to use our skincare, we may not be able to achieve optimum results. Now, we know that we cannot guarantee results in this industry, but they may not be able to achieve optimal results. So go ahead and sign here. Now, I'm not getting you to do a 4-figure leg lock and a swift leg sweep to get you to buy the products, but I'm also not going to have you come back and tell me that my results from my laser and stuff like that were not optimal if you did not use my products. Okay? So hold these patients accountable, okay? So when we look at the power of combination therapy, now you're going to say, like, Leisa, what is this? This is cornflakes, raisins, and grapes, okay? If you Google skin in a jar, cornflakes, raisins, and grapes, this picture is going to come up. I want you to do that, and I'm going to tell you why. You're going to use this as a detail aid in your consultations. And I will tell you, it is a very specific Google search, okay? Your search history is going to be questionable, but I'm telling you this works, okay? So I took this picture, I printed it off, and I put it in a beautiful picture frame and put it in every single room at the dermatology practice that I worked at. The reason was we did consults in every room. So how I would explain to a patient, now we're getting tactical here, how I would explain to a patient how our relationship was going to work is I was going to say, here you go. This is a picture of also the 3 layers of skin, but it's representing exactly what you're coming in for. The top layer is those cornflakes, okay? So the cornflakes are represented by the top dead layers of the skin. Those can be taken off with the use of great skincare products, okay? Then the next layer is where we're finding pigment, rosacea, acne, hair removal. That's the procedure section that I'm going to take care of. Because now that you've come into me as a service provider, you're going to come see me. We're in this together. Because when you leave, and this is actually shit I would say to a patient, when you leave, you're my walking billboard. When someone says, oh, where did you get your skin done? Like, so you went for a hydrofacial. Where did you get that done? Well, I went to Leisa at 123 Dermatology. If you are losing weight and you're doing body treatments, where'd you get that done? Well, it was Leisa at 123 Dermatology. So be damned if I'm going to have you walking around with not the best results. So we're in this together, patient, you and I. So you're going to take care of the products. I'm going to take care of the procedures. And together we're going to get to the juicy brand new skin cells, which are represented by the grapes, which are your goals. So you're going to do product at home. I'm going to do procedures. We're going to get to your goal the fastest. This is what I want you to use at home, because at home, you are going to touch your face morning and night with my skincare. Hopefully you're going to wash your face at night. I mean, my God, put your stuff close to your toothbrush. I mean, you're not going without brushing your teeth, right? We're going to shame them into it, using it twice a day. And so if you look at this, you're coming into me as a service provider for correction every 30, 60, 90, 120 days. So what are you doing between that time? You don't go to a dentist and then not brush your teeth between visits, right? Trash. So you're going to do the same thing when it comes to seeing me. Now, if you don't want to use my products, that's fine. If I have to take those cornflakes off the skin, it's just going to cost you more money, because in the long run, products are less money than treatments. Okay. So if you want to pay me more money, I love you for it. If you don't want to use my products, that's totally fine. But I am explaining to the patient, all right? You can feel how palpable, like I'm just like, ugh. So combination therapy. We've got 3 different key pillars in this practice, or in our practices, to revenue generation, okay? So we have our products generating revenue, our lasers and non-laser device generating revenue, and our injectables generating revenue. If you're lucky enough to have surgical intervention, you also have a 4th pillar to your practice. So when we look at those 3 key pillars to the practice for revenue, it's crazy, but it's also the 3 key pillars to skin health. So I know, again, combination therapy is king. Products, laser and non-laser device, and our injectables. Okay. So this is what I would say to the patient. Another way to say it is, if you and I are in this together, you're now my patient. We are rowing our boat together. We're rowing our canoe. I'm at the back. You're at the front. If you are not using products, that means you're not paddling. Okay. So we're not going to get to our destination as quickly as if I have to do all the paddling myself. Okay. Many analogies. The reason I love this is it's visual. And people are visual and audio. The chances of them getting what you're saying and buying in when you've got a visual and audio, you're telling them, is far greater. So I want you to use this, okay? Put this in print collateral. I love it. Put it on a freaking t-shirt. Scrubs for the bottom for figs, and then a top with cornflakes, raisins, and grapes, okay? I'm telling you, I'm going to have some Bitch and Beautician merch, and that's what's going to be. It's going to be RepeatMD, Bitch and Beautician merch, and you're going to be able to buy these t-shirts, all right? So it just works as a great analogy, all right? Oh, I'm moving ahead here. Look at me. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's incorporate our products into generating us more revenue and getting more sales. Also, not always about revenue. Remember, I said revenue and results. All right. So when we talk about this, what you're going to offer is a good, better, best to your patients. Okay. The biggest thing I hear is, Leisa, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be salesy. I want to use education. That's how I'm going to close my sales. I'll tell you what, you can educate all day long. And if you do not ask for that sale and you do not direct them to the app, or you don't utilize the tools that you have, you'll educate them all day long. And then they're going to go try, and they are going to buy off of Amazon or Sephora. They're going to try and find it online cheaper if you educate them and tell them how good it is, or they're going to try and find a place that's closer to them, or maybe someone having a promotion, or heaven forbid, you've educated them, but they're still going to go home and use that bar of soap they've been using on their face. 10% are still going to go do that. Those folks need our prayers. Number two, you're going to go in and you're going to offer three things: a good, better, best. You are not attached to the outcome of the sale, because then you reek of desperation. What your job is as a service provider in this industry is to get your patient the very best results. So you are going to offer them a good, better, best. What they should be doing, because they touch their skin twice a month, is they should be using medical grade. I know we're getting rid of saying medical grade, but ingredient rich skincare. See, even my dog Tank is agreeing here. Ingredient rich skincare. Okay. So good, better, best. Good is going to be product and peels. Now, I will tell you, I talk a lot about peels all day long. Deals on peels, superficial peels. If you can offer deals on peels all day long, low consumable cost, high perceived value, most Fitzpatrick skin types can get them. And if it's superficial, they're not going to have a lot of downtime. That's where we go with this. Okay. So I love a deal on peel all day long. See, more merch, Phil, more merch. I love it. Deals on peels. So here's what we're going to do is when you buy a kit, you unlock a peel complimentary. You're going to be on that skincare kit for a week to prep the skin. Then we're going to do the peel. Then you're going to see epic results. Okay. So a good option is getting them on product. A better option is going to be products as well as maybe injectables. You add another layer, or maybe it's products and then laser and non-laser device. And then the very best option is going to be combination therapy of everything together. The three key pillars to skin health: products, laser and non-laser device, and your injectables. Okay. So good. All right. So this is what you're going to be offering. How you're going to explain it to your patient. Again, tactical. Okay. So if you look at this, we are doing prevention, correction, or optimization. It is your job to decide when seeing the patient what they present with in what you're putting them into for a category. Are they young enough that they're doing prevention and their skin is already good? Maybe they went to another clinic and they had a whole bunch of treatments done, and then they moved to the city you're in and they're looking for someone to just keep prevention with keeping their skin lovely. So again, prevention is going to be less money for your patient to spend. For correction, if someone's in a corrective phase and they're coming to you, that is going to be the most amount of money that they're going to spend with you. And this is what I would tell them in a consult. I want to get you through the correction phase as quickly as possible and into the optimization phase, because I want to get you two things. I love to get you great results, and I love to save you money. Okay. That segment, that sentence alone is going to boost your sales. You tell your patient, I'm in this for two things. I want to get you great results and I want to save you money. Let me tell you about my membership. I want to tell you about the promotion I have on right now. We need to start talking in the language that people actually are wanting to purchase from us. So, patient Stephanie in front of me, we are going to look at, are you in a prevention stage, a correction, or an optimization stage? If you're in a correction phase, I want to get you through that as fast as possible. You will always be using product at every single stage of this to boost results. Okay. So solution framing, you got to provide solutions, and we're going to break this down. Okay. So you want to show them options. All right. Here's what I would say to a patient word for word. We can start conservatively, go to the next level, or take a more assertive, comprehensive approach. This typically depends on the speed in which you would like to see results and what type of budget you have in mind. We offer, and most of our patients use, our membership or our beauty financial plans. I'd love to take you through all the options so you're best able to make an informed decision. None of that was salesy. Now I'm going to break that down with you. This is exactly what you should be saying to your patient. This is why. You can start conservatively. Okay. You aren't coming on hot. You're not doing the full court press like in basketball. You're not pressuring the patient. You're not being salesy. We can start conservatively. As soon as you want to start conservatively, the patient wants to get more aggressive. Okay, so we can go to the next level, or we can take a more assertive and comprehensive approach. It depends on the speed in which you want results. What I then say to the patient is, do you want to walk to results? Do you want to jog to results? Or do you want to sprint to results? How fast do you want to see these results? You know damn well that patients come in wanting a magic wand. They think we have a magic wand. They want results freaking yesterday, right? We have lasers, we have injectables, and we have products. So how fast do you want to see these results? And what budget do you have in mind? It's okay to talk about budget. Okay. I teach in my Retail Rockstar workshop, I teach mindset. You are not the accountant of your patient. I'm going to let you all off the hook right now. You're not the accountant of your patient. I've yet to meet one person in this industry that does treatments, but also does the accounting of their patient and files taxes for their patient. Okay. You don't get to decide what the patient spends their money on. I will tell you right now, everybody has a budget in mind. It's okay to talk about it. What's in your budget? What would you like to start with today? And then you offer. Most of our patients use that all-inclusive language. Most of our patients choose the membership. Okay. So this is what I want you to keep in mind. So openers and closers. Okay. So in our openers and closers, you are going to be able to tell the patient very easily, you're not going to be salesy. What are you interested in starting with today? Are you looking at booking an overhaul of your skincare routine, or are you looking at ramping up what you have right now? Because by adding a retinol or a retinol, whatever you carry, whichever one, vitamin C or SPF to your skincare routine, you are going to see results much faster and much quicker, okay? By adding those three things. Those are our hero products. So let's start with the ABCs. Take advantage of our premium savings, do the kit, you get a complimentary peel with it. This is how you're going to position this, okay? So let's start with the ABCs of skincare. Retin-A, right? Your retinol, your vitamin C's, and then your broad spectrum sunscreen. Okay. So in today's world, consumers are making purchases. How quickly? I want you to light up the chat. How quickly you think that people are making a decision when it comes to purchasing? How long is it taking them to make a decision? Literally. I love it. You're immediately. I love it. Okay. So it is taking 2.9 seconds if they decide what they're going to do for purchasing. I will tell you how fast it comes to a decision in this industry. It comes down to a few things. Okay. It's going to be how they felt about the presents that you brought. Okay. So what do you look like? Okay. We are selling beauty. Okay. What do you look like? Am I saying you need to go out and get nose jobs and facelifts and stuff? Don't miss the message here. You need to look like you're selling beauty. You need to use your own skincare. Okay. You can't look like you rolled out from under your car giving somebody an oil change, because then it's hypocritical for you to give beauty advice. Okay. The only people who are offended by when I say that is the offenders of the offense itself. So if you look at 29 seconds for them to make a decision, and what do you think the most demand purchasing hour is? When are people making demands of purchases? When are people buying? Throw it in the chat. I want you to light it up. What hour of the day do you think people are making decisions for purchasing? Yeah, you know it. You know it. When we're doom scrolling at 9 p.m. I'll tell you what happens at 9 p.m. Actually, it's after 8 p.m. It's between 8 and 10. So that's why it's 9. Okay. I'm a mathlete. So it's 9 o'clock because people have put kids to bed. They've had that glass of wine. They've taken off their makeup. They're absolutely exhausted and they feel fat and ugly. Okay. I know that that's true for so many people. So what you're going to do is, while they're scrolling on your Insta, you're going to have, hey, we've got this promo on. Hey, we've got link in bio. Here's how you can still purchase from us, because you're training your demographic to be on your app so they can purchase from you 24/7. That is the golden ticket for the app. The app is literally a blueprint. Okay. So I want to show you this. This is Chris Balby. If you're not following him and you're not watching his masterclasses, you are missing out on a snack. I'm telling you. Actually, Chris Balby's the whole feast. I'll tell you that. So if you look at what time these purchases are made, look at this. May 20th, 9 o'clock at night, 9:14. So the office is closed and we just made $2,300. We are going all the way till 11 o'clock in this example. May 20th, 10:50 at night, $2,000. Few minutes before that, 1,100. Guys, I am telling you, this is why I'm obsessed with RepeatMD. I will tell you, I do not take consulting clients anymore unless you have RepeatMD. You know why? Because it's painful. You can't unsee the success of somebody who's already using this, okay? 70% of consumers now expect to buy online or have pickup and delivery options. I know I do. Absolutely. What do you mean I can't pick it up, get it dropped off, or have a delivery? Okay. So stop losing those reorders and stop leaving money on the table. This is what we're doing. Okay. Your practice has to grow while you're open, but it also has to make money, or should make money, while you are closed, while your staff is clocking out at night. It is so glorious when you get the message, hey, you made a $2,000 sale at 10 tonight. Who did you have to pay at your reception and keep your lights on and do your marketing and advertising? No, you're just making money. Okay. So when your practices can sell 24/7, you're going to turn happy patients into advocates and rave-worthy fans if you are able to give them great results, and they're engaging through that automation. All right. And so that's automated revenue. That is exactly what we need in this industry that is super crazy saturated, and everybody and their dog is getting into, and we're competing with Sephora, and we're competing with Amazon. Now you compete with them because you've got RepeatMD, and you can do that same exact stuff. Okay. So in this, selling more while doing less, I will tell you, I don't know how many people out there are looking to work harder than smarter. I know I'm not. So how do we make this happen? So when we look at it, the solution 100% is the patient first experience. If you look at the app and what it has to offer outside of selling products, referrals, okay? We are training the patient. It's giving them that dopamine hit, right? It is gamification of the patient experience. I know there's other apps out there. I've checked them, okay? I will tell you, nobody can compete with Repeat. They think they can, they cannot. I will tell you for sure. 24/7 sales with MedCommerce, app mobility. So the top rated app, we're there, okay? Loyalty programs, recurring revenue with your memberships, selling products outside of your office hours. You've got AI treatment advisors. I cannot tell you how many practice owners that I talk with outside of the ears of the people that work for them that are like, oh, Aria and Adonis are my top salespeople. And I've had people that I have trained for years, and yet Aria and Adonis are selling more than the people in my practice, okay? Best in class patient financing and automated retention, okay? So when we look at why I love RepeatMD is it solves problems. I feel like I am such a promoter. You'd think that I built this app in my kitchen, okay? Because I love it so much. It's like my baby, but it's not, okay? So lack of new customers solves that. Limited hours for selling solves that. Expensive financing. Phil has negotiated an absolute amazing financing option with a firm. Increasing competition. If I go to somebody as a patient in this industry and I'm going to a practice that has the app and I'm on rewards, I'm getting all the perks and benefits, I can buy 24/7, and then I try another clinic that doesn't have that, it seems less than. It's like, oh, this practice is full of a bunch of peasants. They don't have the app, right? So this is where I need you to keep this in mind. Staffing issues, okay? Aria and Adonis, okay? Lack of patient retention. So it's solving those things. So I want to know in our chat. So here's what I want you to put in the chat. Who's already using the My Products option or SkinDrop in the app right now? Who's already taking advantage of this? Now, Canadians, we don't have SkinDrop, but you do have My Products, and you all should be using it. So have we got people using My Products and SkinDrop? I love it. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. Literally the best. Okay. So when we look at this, I'm going to introduce you to Rebecca, who is crushing it with RepeatMD, who's crushing it. She is in Georgia. She's got 2 locations. I am going to have her come on stage. Rebecca, come join me. I'm super excited to tell everybody about you. And hi, Rebecca.
Hey, how are you? Listen, I'm wanting to buy whatever you sell after all that.
I love you so much.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So super excited for you. You ranked number 30 of our 2025 100 top trailblazers with RepeatMD out of over 4,000 clinics. You ranked number 30. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You are doing 20K of product sales in the app and recurring revenue at 100K. I could not be more excited for you. So congratulations on all of those huge wins. Okay. So I have got some questions for you. We brought you here and put you on the spot a little bit because I love hearing the successes of other people, and you are certainly successful. So I would love for you to tell our audience where you started and where you are now, and when that pivotal change happened with Repeat.
So I actually started, I didn't have a brick and mortar. I was kind of going around to different areas in Georgia. I had a laser and I had, a little bit of knowledge. My background is an ER nurse for about 15 years. So I started very small. One of my biggest purchases was a laser first. And then my second biggest purchase was really committing to RepeatMD. And it was huge for me. Once I brought RepeatMD on, I was able to basically be available to my community 24/7. And that's huge for me. Whether it's in the middle of the night, even though we're all on day shift time, a lot of people, they're on night shift time. And, it's easy for, even now, 2 or 3 in the morning, I usually wake up, I'm scrolling, I'm looking to see what I want to purchase, whether it's Amazon or whatever. So yes, I came from starting very small, brick and mortar. I have two med spas now. And RepeatMD is a huge part of my med spa.
I love that. And getting the teams to buy into the app, did you make it mandatory? Did it take you a little bit to get started with RepeatMD? How did you make that a success and a win with your team?
So I integrated RepeatMD with everything that we do, whether it's anything we do in our community, anything on marketing, social media. I create that QR code, and anything that has to do with Renew Med Spa, which is my business. We have that QR code, and it immediately goes to RepeatMD. So anything that we have available, our treatments, our packages, scheduling with us, now our SkinDrop and our products and stuff, you can get them anytime, and it's with that code. So like I said, anything that we do, when we showcase our products on social media every day on our stories, you got a code on there, purchase this product, you click it, boom, it goes to RepeatMD. Everything we filter is through RepeatMD. The check-in process, whenever they come in, the checkout process, I really make it a big thing. When you come into our med spa, you want to check in with us. And I like to physically make them do it. I know we can check in for them, but them getting on their phone and finding the app and getting more familiar with it, they know where it's at whenever they come in and check in, letting them check in, it's huge.
I love that, because you are creating a buyer habit by them doing it and giving them the assistance. And I do love giving assistance if it is somebody, especially if we're over the age of 45, 50, like if they need some assistance, let me help you. I'm going to give you Ritz-Carlton service. I will help you download it. But then having them go through it and getting used to what that looks like. Here, let me show you our promotions on the Discover page. Let me show you, and really getting them to use it. I think that's a massive tip for success. I love that. So with the use, please.
No, I was just going to say, I said, we also, also realize that, patients, they really enjoy interacting with the app, whenever you do it correctly. I made it a part of our culture pretty much here, a part of my community. Everybody knows that, RepeatMD is affiliated with Renew Med Spa, where we're at. We talk about it during consultations. I make it super easy. I mean, I'm getting my phone out, they're getting their phone out during a consultation. We're talking about packages. I'm showing them where it's at. A lot of times, I'll go ahead and put it in their cart. Here, it's already in your cart. Look at it. If you want to go ahead, we have a firm option. You can do this, all the options, but really it's right there on your phone. So, even during launches, social media, consistent social media, we're always posting that link to bring them back to RepeatMD through Renew.
I love it. So you are app-centric, which I love.
Absolutely.
I love member-centric. I love app-centric. And so you are not dipping a toe in the fun pool of RepeatMD. You are going full cannon.
We're jumping in. We're all in it. Yes.
And that's the blueprint that makes it work, is you got to be committed, because it works if you work it. And so I would love to ask, you use both SkinDrop and my products. And so I want you to tell us a little bit about, how did you decide what to sell yourself versus what you picked on SkinDrop? So
probably the biggest thing, I say with products, that the highly used products that we use for us as treatments, and the ones that our patients repurchase and stuff. The biggest thing is educating them on it, what they're going to use daily, what they're going to use, what they're going to run out of, real quick and what's going to last them, 3 or 6 months. SkinDrop really became really valuable to us because it allowed us to expand beyond, that shelf limitation without overloading my inventory. Because, right now I'm in a very small location, a little over 1,000 square feet. So, we're looking to get bigger, and build, in the next year or so, but SkinDrop really allows for me to have so much stock because I really don't have the room. SkinDrop is also really good, strategically for convenience. Patients love to be able to reorder from home once they trust the recommendation, going through our consultation process. They love to be able to get home, look at it, read about it, Google it, whatever they want to do. And they know that it's right there. We go over all of that in our consultation. And like I said, I love pulling their phone out. Here it is, read about it, look at it, right there on that RepeatMD app.
Yeah, I love that. And so in utilizing both, do you feel like that's what kind of gave you a push with your retail sales to get them to where they are? Is the utilization of the app? Did that make that difference?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Them alone just having that choice, and a lot of, and even the pickup part. I mean, we're all busy, we're busy, business owners, working moms, whatever, being able to go in there and just put in your order and, hey, it's ready to pick up. They swing through. I mean, I have people call and even say, hey, do you mind running it out to me? It's already in there. I'm putting, going in there, doing a little pickup. It is super, super convenient. And we all know that our patients and our customers, they love convenience. I know I do.
Oh, absolutely they do. And so then with your memberships and rewards or promotions, do all of those include product? Do you have a product aspect in any of the other things that you offer? Like, are you tying product in?
Yes, I do. So the biggest thing, memberships completely changed consistency for us. So one thing that I realized early on is that our patients want to take care of themselves consistently. They just need a structure, accessibility, and incentives, which RepeatMD, it provides every bit of that. Our membership gives patients perks like discounts on treatments, packages, complimentary services, and I make sure that I include that in with our treatments and packages, just like you said earlier. You can do everything in-house with us, but if you're going home and doing nothing, your results are not going to be as good. I mean, I tell people it's 80% what you do at home and 20% what you do with us. So microneedling is a big thing. Your aftercare with microneedling, your cleanser, your moisturizer, all of that is very important. So you're going to get better results, by including those products in with our treatments and packages.
Love that. And I love the aspect. And when I was in clinic for many years, my biggest thing was, if somebody is on a budget, do the hero products. If you are going to leave anything, I want you to use a great sunscreen and I want you to use a great cleanser. So if you're on a budget, take off the bookends and use the meat and potatoes of what I'm going to give you. Okay. So take off those buns, use that meat. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to do these hero products for transformation. Is that something that you kind of align with?
Absolutely. We do that all the time because, everybody's on a budget. Everybody knows, usually they come in and they kind of have a budget of what they want to spend, what they can spend, what their husband allows them to spend, but that's just, that's just kind of part of it. So you kind of had to adapt to that, depending on the patient and what their really goals and concerns are. A good cleanser and a good SPF is always, you can't go wrong with that. That's just gold, including that in your treatments and packages. What I like to do, and I love it. Some companies have little travel size stuff. We will include that in with our packages, and they're going to use it after microneedling. They're going to use it after laser resurfacing, whatever it is. They're going to run out of it. They're going to, oh my gosh, I'm out of it. I need some more. They're going to come back in and they're going to buy that full size product. Another thing that I love about the products is people come in all the time. Hey, I bought this a couple of months ago. I cannot remember what it is. Can you look and see? Absolutely. I pull up the RepeatMD where they just, checked in with us. I'm going down there to the wallet. I'm looking to see what they purchased last month. And, here it is. I see that you purchased this. Let's repurchase it. So you cannot go wrong with this with RepeatMD. The SkinDrop, everything about it is just integrated perfectly. That fits my business. Even on a small scale for my business, it's been great for me. It's been a wonderful investment.
Love that. And so to finish off, if like with the practice owners watching now, if they're sitting on inventory, I want you to, maybe they're at 5 or that 8%, 5 to 10%. What is one thing that you could tell them to do today that would help move that retail, whether it's RepeatMD related, whether it is in-house or education for their staff? What is like one thing, if they need to move retail today, that you would recommend in doing a great job of it yourself?
So anything with products, I think education is number one. If they don't know why they're using it or what they're using it for, they're not going to purchase it. And they may purchase it that one time, but they're not going to come back and repurchase it. And that's what we're all trying to do. We're trying to retain these patients to come back in and do more services with us and purchase more, products. And I had a lady last week that she was on vacation, and we skin dropped her on vacation because she was like, I got to have this certain sunscreen. And so we did that. So if you've got something that's sitting on a shelf and you're kind of, not sure what you're going to do with it, the biggest thing, the number one thing is let's, have a meeting with your team. Let's talk about it. Hey, let's try to move these products. Let's incorporate it into the aftercare for the pills this week or the aftercare for this. Talk about it, use it, have somebody come in and sample it. I'm really big about, hey, if somebody's really not sure, well, I don't know if I like it oily or if I like it, creamy, whatever it is. Well, hey, let's put it on your face. Let's come in here and wash your face. Let's try it. So talk about it with your staff. Let them push it with your treatments that week. And I'm a firm believer in social media. Post that product. Post it, several times during that week. Say what it does. Put everything about it on there, and then link it to your RepeatMD. Post it, link it to RepeatMD. They click on that link. It takes you, it takes them to your RepeatMD. It takes you to their products, and then they come in and pick it up or their skin drop it to you.
Love it. Love it so much. Rebecca, you are a retail rock star. Congratulations on all of your success. Thank you for joining me today and sharing some tips and pearls of what you're doing within your practice and how you're making RepeatMD work for you. So I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. And like I said, I look forward to learning from you because you just, you could sell ice to, anybody, anywhere,
Well, thank you so much. I'm glad I do, because that's how I eat for a living. So I'm grateful that you think I'm good at it. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, Rebecca, for joining us. Appreciate it. So team, I want to talk to you a little bit about SkinDrop. And so with SkinDrop, again, it is available in the US right now. And so highlighting a little bit, and then my products I'm going to talk about next, which is available for everybody. Okay. So SkinDrop is a perk that was dropped with V3, version 3 of the app. So in less than 10 minutes, you can start selling top brands. And we've got over 1,000 products in the app that you're able to use with SkinDrop. So I have some exciting news to share, and I need some drum rolling. Okay. So super excited to introduce and to let you know that SkinCeuticals has now joined the RepeatMD family and is available on SkinDrop in the US. Okay. So really exciting for those who have been asking for it, wishing, hoping, praying for it. It is now available on SkinDrop. So the partnership with SkinCeuticals is there. Super excited for that. I'm going to tell you a little bit about selling SkinCeuticals. Sold it in clinic for years myself in practice. It is restricted distribution. So patients are not picking this up at the local drugstore. Okay. They research it online. If they find it anywhere outside of a clinic or right off the site, they are subject to counterfeits. So risk of counterfeits, and then also buying it from a competitor. So make it easy to buy with you. SkinDrop closes that loop for patients to be able to purchase authentic products. Okay. And 50 plus SKUs available for SkinCeuticals. Okay. So you're able to see that on the back end or the admin panel, the dashboard of Repeat, which we are going to have a demo. Justin, my buddy, is going to come on after, I'm going to be with you for a little bit longer, but he's going to come on and do a demo of where these are, how to find them, and all of that kind of thing. So the perk with SkinDrop that the Americans get to take advantage of, and we're super jelly over here, but no inventory, no operational lift. It is picked, packed, and shipped for you, and you get 30% of that markup. Okay. So that is selling SkinCeuticals with SkinDrop. Over 1,000 plus products, 50 top brands, 100% of the orders are fulfilled through RepeatMD with SkinDrop, and 30% of those sales. Okay. Again, Canadians, not for us, but this is for us, and this is for everybody. So when I'm talking my products, guys, this is so massive. Literally a game changer. Okay. So with my products, you can sell products from your app that you have in store, and you can pick them up in store. So you pick them up. If I'm late night shopping and I am buying a little something on your app, I can choose to pick that up in store. Okay. I've got a little surprise for you here. And using products in your rewards, in your packages, in your memberships, in your promotions, you can do all of that with the My Products. Okay. The other exciting thing, other than SkinCeuticals joining the family, we are super excited to let y'all know that now you can ship. Now, emphasis on you are doing the shipping of these products, but you are able to choose if they pick it up in clinic or you are shipping it for them. So they get to pick. Again, you are shipping with my products. RepeatMD does the shipping with SkinDrop. Two very different things here that we're talking about, but you now have the ability. The demand was massive. You have the ability to be notified if your patient wants to pick it up from your clinic or if they want you to ship it. And so this is now an option that they can let you know. And we're going to go over that in the demo. So my product shipping, okay, it gives patients flexibility if they're purchasing through your app. You can set a flat shipping rate. You estimate the shipping window if it's going to be 3 to 5 days, whatever it is, you pick what that is and set it. And you can do a free shipping on a minimum order of whatever. Okay. So it gives you more flexibility to be able to send your patient the products, but you are sending them. On my products, it's you shipping them. Patients can choose to be eligible during a checkout to have that shipping entering in that address. The fulfillment of it in my products is on your end. Okay. I feel like I made myself pretty clear there. So 10 to 30% immediate revenue lift instead of just selling products in clinic alone. So making sure that you have your products that you are selling in clinic on my products in the app so you can sell them 24/7. Okay. And also if you're able to use SkinDrop in your area in the US, perfect. Here is a beautiful testimonial. This clinic launched my products the same day. They ran a 20% off of promo in products right in the app. In 1 week, they made $3,500 by those product sales. Simple, fast, and effective. Guys, whenever you put something in your app, you need to promote it, okay? You can't just be like, oh, I put a membership in the app. No one's buying the membership. It's crickets. Yeah. Are you using omni-channel? Is it on your website? Is it on your social media? Did you do an email blast? Did you do a text blast? Anything that you are putting in new to your app that you want people to know about, you got to tell people. Okay. So you got to make sure that you are doing the promotion of whatever you're putting in. So let's do some math here. This is a my products example available to everybody. 25 product sales. If you get 25 product sales, and roughly in our industry, our hero products are around $100 average, ranging again, $30 up to $300. Okay. So 25 product sales at $100 each is giving you an extra $2,500 a month. Over a year, $30K. That's going to help you pay off some devices, might help you give a raise to your staff. Okay. Maybe you're taking them all to Aesthetic Next or something if they hit these goals for your practice. Okay. So these are really exciting numbers and it doesn't take a lot of effort to get there. Just 20 orders in SkinDrop. Okay. My products is what I just told you about those. In SkinDrop, if you do 20 orders a month, each at roughly $130, you get 30% of the margin on that. That is almost 10 grand a year and you didn't have to pick it, pack it, or ship it. Okay. This is massive. If you just want an extra stream of revenue, okay, it's a smart way to do it. So if you're new to skincare, if you already been selling skincare forever, there's no risk to put it in your app. Literally none. Just profit. There's no risk to you. It's more eyes on the prize, more places for people to get to shop with you 24/7. Okay. So I am going to bring out my esteemed colleague, Justin, who is going to go through the My Product SkinDrop demo and the setup demo of my products. And so Justin, so excited that you're here.
I'm so excited to be here, Lisa. And let me just double check because I'm really bad at this. I'm not muted. I'm doing this right this time.
You're crushing it.
Fine,
Justin, you're crushing it. I love it. I'm super excited. I'm going to put myself backstage and let you take over the demo here. And then I will come back on when you're finished.
That sounds good. All
Thank
right.
you.
I'd get my screen shared here. Oh, right. Okay. So, like Lisa said, I'm about to demo you guys so hard. So, hope you're excited as we are to show this to you guys. But, we've been talking a lot about SkinDrop and my products. So now let's, hey, how do we actually do this? Right. So I'm going to show you guys how to set it up, how to configure it, and how to turn it all on. And the best part is we're announcing this right now right after this webinar, you'll be able to go in and do this yourself if you do already have RepeatMD. So we're right here in the admin portal. All we have to do is go to our products page, right? Products in the products page makes sense. And if you haven't seen this, you haven't interacted with SkinDrop My Products, I'm gonna show you guys how to walk through it. So if we go to the SkinDrop catalog here, this is SkinDrop. This is that no inventory, it's what man, I'm gonna butcher it. At least it was picked, packaged, and shipped for you. This is SkinDrop here. So when you come in, you see all the different brands that are available through SkinDrop, and all you have to do is select the things you want to offer. So SkinCeuticals, our newest addition here. I can pick individual items, or I can just select all of them. So I want to offer all of SkinCeuticals offerings. I can click into each one of these things to learn more about each product. Everything's already done for you. You don't have to find images or anything like that. And you can also control, what products are seen first by your patients as well, right? So maybe I want this Age Interrupter Ultra Serum to be at the top. Just throw some little stars on there. The things you like the most, make people see them first in the app. And so SkinDrop, very easy. It's literally just checking the things you want to have, unchecking them if you don't want to offer them anymore. This is all handled for you. Patient orders, shipped to the patient's door. Now, My Products, this is the products that are on your shelves, right? So this can be pickup or it can be shipping if you choose to offer that. But to import your My Products, a fraction less easy than SkinDrop, but still really easy. So I've already got some products in here, but if I was just getting started, all I have to do is upload my menu of products, right? So this can be like a back office price sheet. This can be like a nice PDF menu that you have patient facing. Whatever you've got your pricing written down on and your product names, you can just upload it right in through the admin portal, and it'll automatically pull all of the pricing, images, products, and put them in for you. So really easy to get started with either one, but let's turn it on, right? That's kind of the important part. So you can set up your catalog and everything like that. Setting up your catalog does not immediately make it purchasable by your patients. You do have to turn these features on. So to do that, all you're going to do is go to the settings tab here, and then you've got settings for My Products and settings for SkinDrop. And so we're going to start with SkinDrop here, which is already enabled, but all you have to do is switch it to live. You can choose, one thing that I don't think we mentioned earlier, both SkinDrops and My Product shipping, you do have the ability to set a free shipping like incentive, right? Yeah. I honestly, I felt like Leisa was picking on me when she was talking about the late night shopping, because that is when I do all of my lovely Amazon shopping sprees. And I'll tell you, they get me with that. Hey, if you had like 60 cents, you'll get this thing tomorrow, right? Naturally, I don't find anything for 60 cents. I find something for $100 and but now I'm getting it tomorrow. So you can do the same thing, works really well for Amazon. It can work really well for you too. You can choose to subsidize the free shipping on SkinDrop. And then you can also do the same in My Products, which I'm about to show you. So if that seemed really close or really fast, it's because it is really fast. It's really easy to do. So that's SkinDrop. We've got that turned on. Now I'm going to turn on My Products, right? So very similar. You do have the option to choose whether My Products are pickup only, or if you want to offer shipping as well. So I'm just going to turn on the shipping. You have the ability to set your shipping rate, right? It is a flat rate, but whatever it's going to cost you to actually ship these products to the patient, you can set that in here. And then you also have the ability to set the shipping expectations for your patients, right? They buy it, they want to know when they're going to get it. So all fully customizable to whatever's going to work best for your business. And just like I was mentioning earlier, you have the same ability to offer that free shipping threshold as well, right? So I've got it at $100 here. Maybe I want them to spend, $200. When you buy $200 worth of stuff in my app, whether that's products, treatments, a combination of the two, you'll get free shipping on any products that you put in there. So another great incentive to just increase that ticket value. And then lastly, you can configure what locations you have that are offering the pickup. You can configure your different support settings here. One thing with my product shipping is if you are going to offer shipping for my products, you do have to provide a support email, right? Since you will be fulfilling the orders, we want to make sure that your patients have a way to contact you easily about, any issues they may have with the order. So once we've got all that in there, you can customize your return policy, the frequently asked questions that your patients see. But after you've done that, just hit these 2 switches, entered a couple pieces of information, you're all set to turn on my product shipping. Oh, and I missed a toggle here. So when I save, now my product shipping and pickup are both enabled. It automatically applies to all of your my products that can be shipped or picked up. But maybe there's some things that you don't want to ship or you don't want to be available for pickup. You do have the ability to go in and individually customize each product. So if I come in here to my growth factor serum, I can choose, do I want this to be pickup only, shipping only, or pickup and shipping, which pickup and shipping is probably going to be, most products there. So I'll back up out of here. While we are in my products, another thing that comes with this feature is it does have inventory management as well, right? So you don't have to worry about overselling or selling out in the app. Well, yeah, I guess you'd have to worry about selling out, but you don't have to worry about overselling. You can manage all of your inventory right here. But that's a lot of the back office stuff. Let's see what this looks like for patients, right? And so I've turned on my products. Let's go in here, do a quick refresh. And so now we've got all the different products that we're offering, right? And we can see our SkinDrop items here. Ooh, since I just made that change, I think it's just taken a little second to update here. Bear with me. Of course, this is the nature of doing live demos. Did I actually turn it on? Oh, see, I missed a toggle. So now we are live. Let's go back in here and double check. There we go. See, human error, guys. It's me. So something has to happen in every demo, and I'm always the cause of it. So that's the way that works. But now we can see we've got, we have our SkinDrop items in here as well, but we also have our My Products. So if I click into this BHA liquid, I can see, I've got free standard shipping available. We've got those time expectations that we set. And I have the ability to pick it up in store. So I can pick, do I want it shipped to me? Do I want to pick it up in store? So when I add it to the cart, I make that decision. And it's really that easy on the patient side. Hey, do you want to pick it up? Do you want to get it delivered? You can change this in the cart, everything like that. But once they've gone through and made that order, we'll come back to the admin portal here. For the practice, for you guys, you get an email immediately letting you know that one of these My Products orders have been placed. And you can all manage these orders from the same products page. And so if somebody's made a purchase, you'll get an instant notification letting you know, hey, somebody bought some of your My Products, you need to ship them to them, right? That'd be the worst thing, right? Is people buy them and then we forget to ship them. So you've got constant notifications and reminders to make sure that you're on top of the fulfillment. And then when we go into this recent orders tab, this is where we'll see all of the product purchases by our patients. To actually manage these orders, it's really easy. So, pick up products, like Rebecca was mentioning, the patient scans the QR code in your practice and they can actually redeem this when they pick it up, which is great for driving engagement with your app. But, maybe they forgot to, you can always mark that as picked up from here. If you have multiple locations, you select which location it came from. Again, helps with that inventory. Now, for our exciting new shipping My Products, same thing. You notice how they're kind of separated by your fulfillment method. Once I have grabbed these products, put them in the box, taken them to UPS, FedEx, wherever you're going to ship from, I come back and I just mark it as shipped. And I do have the ability, it's optional. If you're going to use tracking links, you can put them in here for the patient, which, pretty great. People like knowing where their stuff is. But, if you're not quite there yet, you don't have to have a tracking link, and that's totally fine. So we're just going to go ahead and confirm shipped here. And now this is shipped. And so I can see I don't have any statuses that need to be actioned. And if we go into the patient end, I kicked all my kids off my Wi-Fi, but it's still moving a little slow there. Let's come into the wallet. Patients always know where their products are at, right? So if it's pickup, really self-explanatory, like, hey, have you picked it up yet? But for your items that you're shipping, now we can see we marked this order as shipped. It's giving us our expected delivery based on those expectations that we set. And then, if for whatever reason something's wrong with the order, right? If I just hit need help, this is where that support email that we entered in is going to be surfaced as well, right? So they can call you. Maybe they don't know how to call you. They don't know your email. We'll make sure that it's really easy for them to get in touch with you so that you can help resolve, any questions they may have. And yeah, and I think that pretty much concludes it. That's a SkinDrop and my products in a nutshell for you there. And stop sharing.
I love it. Justin, thank you so much. We obviously are going to have Q&A at the end where we can answer some of these questions. I want to make sure that we're kind of getting through. We don't have a lot left before we do questions, but you're going to stick around for the Q&A portion. Is that correct?
I will. And I also accidentally closed the slideshow. So if somebody in the back can put that back up, there we go.
There we go. Justin, you're crushing it. Thank you for taking us through that, and appreciate it because now it is recorded and everybody has access. So appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
Of course. So selling skincare with RepeatMD. You already saw the demo on my products. It's selling your inventory in your app. You can choose store location for pickup. You can choose delivery. You will be delivering my products. So it will be on you to deliver those, but the option is now there. And you can use it in rewards. You can use packages. You can do it in memberships, anything. You can sell your products in those on the app. Then we've got SkinDrop, over 1,000 products, 50 plus brands. RepeatMD will pick, pack, and ship it for you. So they fulfill the order, packaging and everything, and support and refunds. You get 30% margin of that. And so those are the two different ways that we are able to utilize selling skincare within the app. Again, allowing you to sell 24/7, expand what's on your shelves, and working while your staff is clocked out and your clinic is closed. And so love, love, love that. We are going to do some questions. I know that, Jeremy, oh, there you are. Hello.
Howdy. I'm back.
I love it. Texas back.
Hey.
So good. So team, I thought we had more to cover before questions. I should have just left you up here, Justin.
No,
but welcome
he's back too. Well, great. Well, Leisa and Justin, thank y'all so much. That was so valuable. I know a lot of the people here are just raving over the knowledge and pearls and gems y'all are dropping. Is very tactical too. So this stuff they can put into practice right away. So I saw a lot of great questions come in. And also real quick, before I forget, Rebecca, I want to shout her out too. Rebecca, you crushed it. Thank you for your journey and your story. That was beautiful. I think it resonated with a lot of people here. So thank you for that. But yes, we've had a lot of really great questions come through. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to share these on the screen. We're going to get them answered one at a time. So let's see, starting with Tanya, I'm going to share this on the screen. She asks, how do we find out which products are in SkinDrop? So Tanya and Justin, you can back me up on this. Tanya, whenever you go into your admin panel and you go under the product section on the left-hand side of your screen and you select SkinDrop, it'll take you through like the flow of setting it up. You can go through some FAQs to learn more, but then you'll get to the page where you get to see all of the brands that are being offered in there, kind of like what Justin just showed you. And you can pick and choose which brand and then which individual treatments within those brands as well. And you can mark your favorites so that way they display first. Right, so you have all that in there. Justin, anything to add?
No, I'd say that's probably the quickest and easiest way to see it there.
Perfect.
There's a ton of brands. There's a ton of brands. I could read them all out here, but I don't think that'd make for a very exciting time.
Let's test it. All right, Justin, go ahead. No, I'm kidding. Okay, great question, Tanya. Now, moving on to our next question here. How do you recommend staff get compensated with SkinDrop? So, Leisa, this is you.
Yes, you got it. So for me, with SkinDrop, I would do a group comp. So I like sharing with the team all the stats from RepeatMD. I like to do that at least monthly, if not a couple of times a month at staff meetings and things. I tell people where we're at with our memberships, where we're at with recurring revenue. I like to be very transparent because to me, if you're going to work for me in my clinic, you are going to be accountable to some of this revenue because it's a delight to work with me. And so you can't get a job with me. It's very easy to share with your staff. This is where we need to get. And if we hit this much on SkinDrop, everybody's going to get and usually cash is king. So it will be maybe it's a percentage of sales. Maybe it is that everybody wants to go to a certain conference and you're going to take care of the entrance fee for the conference. You might do this monthly. You might do this quarterly. It's up to you how you're able to do that. I like group incentive. And then because really it's having them talk about the app, talk about products, because some of the people purchasing may not have talked to your staff. Maybe they talked to Aria and Adonis, but you want to give them a reason to talk about it. And if they are compensated financially as a team, if we hit this, and maybe it's that they need to be eligible. So maybe it is full-time employees get this, but if you are a contractor, you don't, or you can make any rules that you want. But that's how I would do it and two, maybe you got to be full-time versus part-time. Maybe part-time aren't eligible. You make the rules, but I think group compensation by a percentage or some sort of reward is a really nice way to do it.
I love that. And real quick, just to expand a little bit more, since you guys are keeping up to 30% profit margin on those SkinDrop items you sell, Leisa, what would you say would be a fair percentage if they wanted to do percentage?
I would say, well, and two, just with your overhead and everything. So profit margin just from SkinDrop is one thing, but if we're using SkinDrop and what we're making from SkinDrop to cover payroll and we're using that 30%, it's going to depend. So for me, maybe they're, sharing 8%. Maybe it is, because really with SkinDrop, they don't have to do shit. Let's be real. And so should they get a little bit of it? Yeah. A lot of it? No. It's some incentive, right? And so to me, if we're giving them group incentive and I love doing group incentive as well for memberships. It's like, oh, if you sell a membership, this is what is in it for you. So for me, I love that group aspect, and don't come to me for a raise, give yourself a raise, sell more of these.
Perfect. Great answer. So from Nina, is SkinDrop basically in the interface for clinic products for patients to sift through? So I think, Nina, whenever you saw Justin go through the patient side, you were seeing my products and SkinDrop products in there. So it's in, within that product's interface within the patient app, right? Did I answer that correctly, Justin? And do you think that's what she's asking?
Yeah, well, I mean, so you manage it all in the back end, which was where I spent a lot of time adding the different things and, tweaking them and stuff like that. And then I did show the patient experience where on the patient's phone, they're not seeing that kind of catalog style, very back office experience. Instead, they're seeing, SkinDrop and my products mixed together in one place because they're not shopping by fulfillment, right? They're not looking for, oh, well, where's it going to come from? They're looking for those products that you and your team are recommending.
Love it.
I hope I answered that one well.
Yeah, I think you did great. Awesome. We're going to kind of move fast through these guys. We're running short on time. So from Carlos, can I create categories in SkinDrop to group them into the Dr. Lose's favorites or Beam Men's collection, etc.?
Yeah, so I can hop in here. You can create custom groups of products using custom categories. So that's in your app builder, you can create a custom category and you can add whatever products you want in there. So for the example you've got here, Beam Men's collection, you can absolutely do that.
Perfect.
Love it.
Andrea asks, what does the shipping packaging look like? And can it include any branding from our practice? I believe she's talking about my products.
So my products, that's a great call out, Jeremy. SkinDrop packaging is very discreet. It's not branded. It's just it's a box with your skincare in it, right? Professionally packaged, of course. Now, my products, again, an important note there, if you are going to offer shipping with my products, your practice is responsible for that packaging and fulfillment. So if you're shipping your own My Products, this packaging could look whatever you'd like it to look like. You want the brand all over, you could do that. It's actually a really good question. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a sucker for good packaging.
Oh yeah.
I'm a sucker for good packaging, but I also like the discreet stuff, because if something's coming to my house, I get like 60 packages a day. My husband's ready to move me to the shed with the dog. And so if I have something, it's just like, oh, this is my acne medication. And I'm gonna lie my ass all the way back to take that up to my bedroom. Okay. So to me, it's like, I love the branding aspect, super pretty, super lovely. But for those of us hiding stuff from spouses, the discreet stuff's okay too.
Yeah. So maybe Andrea, maybe that's the play, is you just very discreet box and it says acne medication on it or something like that.
Exactly. And the branding is inside the box.
I love it. Okay. Aru asks, who determines pricing and payments? I think I need a little more context here, Aru. So in the chat, if you can give us a little bit more context, we can probably do a better job of answering that. But on the My Product side, you would determine your pricing for your products. So you list the price in there. And then as far as payments go, they just pay through the app as normal, like for anything else.
I'm assuming on the payments end, maybe we're talking about Affirm. If we are talking about Affirm financing, then that's based on the patient that's applying. Oh,
she said this, or they said this is through SkinDrop already.
Oh yes, SkinDrop has pricing already. Yeah, SkinDrop is
exactly.
Yeah, yep, a lot of those brands
SkinDrop is already pre-priced.
Oh, go ahead, Jeremy.
I said SkinDrop is already pre-priced in there.
Exactly.
Perfect. And Rebecca had a great question. I like this. How can we get certain brands on SkinDrop that aren't already on there?
That is a great question. So and I don't want to interrupt and pull my screen back up there, but when you are in SkinDrop and you're selecting the different brands you want to carry, there is a button towards the bottom of the screen that is exactly that. Is there a brand that you don't see here that you want here? You click that button and you can request the addition of these brands as well.
Perfect. Well, thank y'all for those great questions. We're going to keep it moving here because I know y'all are ready for a Louis Vuitton bag. So let's keep it moving. Real quick, guys.
Jeremy, if I can just hop in 1 minute, just a quick improv here. One thing I did want to call out, I was talking to Rebecca ahead of the webinar, and just so you guys know, this My Product shipping, this is the result of y'all asking for it. So, I'm a product manager. My job is to help, decide what we're adding to the app. And this feature has come directly from you guys telling us, hey, we want to be able to ship our own products, right? So, great idea for those of you that have this idea. And then also, we're always actioning your ideas. So make sure you're providing that feedback. Let us know the things you want to see, and that helps us just make the app better for you, make the app better for your patients.
I love it. Perfect. Well, thank you for that, Justin. I couldn't agree more. Like, you guys are the reason our app improves every day. It's y'all's feedback, and that's what we aim for every single time. So a little bit more, guys. So if you guys want to get more out of RepeatMD, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like, hey, I need to grow to the next level. How do I break through the next level? Well, hey, that's where me and Leisa come in, right? So me and Leisa are doing growth workshops, right? We're part of the education and strategy team. And what we do in our growth workshops is we will help you with that plan to either grow your memberships, gain more signups, drive more sales through promotions, also get your team trained up. Maybe you've launched with us like a year ago and you have like some team members that need to be retrained, or you hired new people that need more training and to get spun up on everything, right? You don't have to take that on yourself. We can help you. That's where we come in, right? So Leisa, tell them a little bit about what you're offering.
I love it. I love it so much. So for these workshops, I know that Jeremy and we're obsessed actually with getting you results with RepeatMD. So it doesn't matter if it's memberships. A lot of people come on to these that are like, oh, I'm just not feeling like I'm utilizing the app as much as I should. I've had the app for a couple of years, and then they're not even utilizing some of the stuff within the last launch of version 3. And so it's, if you are, to anybody, all y'all, if anybody is not crushing it with RepeatMD, get on these things. We are here to help you, because I'll tell you what RepeatMD is a blueprint. Everybody has the same app, essentially, like the framework for the app is the same. So the differentiator between people crushing it and people not doing well is it's just that you're missing the blueprint. And Jeremy and I have the blueprint for success. We have got folks that I talked about Julie Weiss. Literally, I do practice direction every Thursday. She was on our Sell More. She had done $650,000 of revenue with having the app for 6 days. We've got the blueprint. I will tell you, get on these things. These are for your benefit. And for me, as a consultant outside of RepeatMD, if you want an hour of my time, it's $500 for me to do consulting for you. I've got 30 years experience. I can give you everything that you need, but you're paying extra for that outside of RepeatMD. These are covered for you, just like these master classes. There is literally thousands of dollars that Phil and the RepeatMD team have taken on for you to be successful. In not using these, you are getting in your own way. I am telling you, RepeatMD works. You just need the blueprint and it is supplied for you. Jump on these, put your team on them. If your team member gets a cancellation and their schedule looks like Swiss cheese, get them to sign up for one of these. We're happy to educate your entire team. And there's no limit to these. There's not, oh, you've hit your quota. You can be on these as often as you want. Take
exactly right. So we're doing these every day throughout the week, guys. So I just dropped the calendar links in the chat. Go in there, book with me if you want team training or just some office hours to ask questions. Because think of me as the RepeatMD expert. I know the ins and outs of the app like the back of my hand. I've been here since day one. If you need help with just using RepeatMD, come to me. If you want help with strategy and how to grow your business, grow with RepeatMD, well, hey, that's where Leisa comes in. Pick any of her workshops. She's going to be there to help you. So go in there, book them, right? They're great. They're every day. Pick your time, have your whole team join. That's what it's all about. Now, Leisa, I want to hand it off to you real quick because I know how you feel about Ageless. It's something very special that's brand new. So I want to hand this off to you real quick in chatting a little bit about introducing Ageless to everyone.
I love it. So guys, this is a new feature that was just launched. I want you to take a look at the medical advisory board and the people that are on this. If you recognize some of these faces, it's because they are the leaders in our industry. They have worked with Phil and the team to create Ageless AI. This is going to be a lead gen tool for your practice that you can, it integrates with Repeat. It's when you get it, it's right inside your app. And what this allows is your patient to see, it's software that allows your patient to see what they will look like with the treatments that you have. This is next level. And it's not AI like they're going to do AI on their own. This thing has been dialed in by using the before and afters of the medical advisory board to dial this in to give a realistic expectation of them being able to see themselves so that they're emotionally bought in to filter into your practice. What this is going to give you is qualified leads. It gets them emotionally, let me try this on. What is this going to look like on me? And then the back dashboard of Ageless, the amount of information you get about this patient is next level. I am telling you, it is cutting edge. If you did not see the massive educational event that we did with some of these folks, I know that you can see some of the rewatch for certain things on the RepeatMD YouTube channel, but I am telling you, you need to book a demo for Ageless AI. If you want to be next level, it's going to give you next level. So non-surgical aesthetics. It's showing your patient what they look like with filler, tox, energy devices, biostims, skin tightening, weight loss, hair restoration. All of these things they can see, and you dial it into what your practice offers. If you do not offer hair restoration, you turn that off. You can customize what they see and how to get that visual. So when they take a picture of themselves, they're going to take a selfie front and sideways. It is going to show them in a toggle what they would look like with and without treatment. And also it's going to show them what they're going to look like aged 15 years without doing treatments. It is something that then you get the data that they've gone through when they've gone through this. So it can be your aesthetic side. It can be your wellness side. So I already mentioned the weight loss, but you can do body contouring, peptides, hormone optimization. So guys, This works synergistically with Repeat. It is a separate platform, 2 different platforms. So if you look at the patient and they see what the results are or kind of what they look like before they come in, because really for years we have just showed before and after pictures where it's good, but if they're not the same culture, like race, you don't see yourself, you're like, oh, that's what those results look like, but what would they actually look like on me? I will tell you, the buy-in for this with patients is a game changer if they could see what they actually look like. And these are achievable results. This thing is dialed in so good that if you can't achieve these results, you're the problem. Okay. So I know everybody's like, oh, AI, what if I can't achieve these results? Guys, look at the medical advisory board. This wasn't just pulled out of somebody's ace. Okay. It is dialed in. These people have worked for months perfecting this so that you have a strategic advantage in your practice. Okay. So something that I absolutely love. So we are going to.
I'm teasing it. Are we ready?
Teasing it. Okay. Okay. So we're going to get you to make sure you got that QR code, and then we got a couple other offers as well.
And Sydney, can we go ahead and pin that link one more time for the people who can't scan? That would be great. So that way we can get everyone in there, and then we're going to spin this wheel and we're going to pick our winner. By the way, guys, the chat's a little quiet right now. I don't think y'all are ready for a Louis Vuitton purse. Do y'all even want this?
Just give it to me or Rebecca.
Lisa, yeah, I think Lisa. Oh, yeah. Okay. Jennifer's here still. Adrian's here. Okay, good. Just making sure that you guys are actually still alive out there wanting this bag. Okay, good. I love it. Guys, get it in, and we're going to spin the wheel here in just a minute or two. But hey, just so you know, I'm gonna share the wheel on here when we spin it. So that way the winner can raise their hand. So click the little raise hand button, and that's how I'm going to choose you guys. So, hey, all you sneaky folks out there, just don't think that if that's not you, you're going to raise your hand, you're going to get it. You got to be here. I'm going to be checking. So, okay, cool. Let's get that wheel ready, Sydney. Let me know when it's ready. Send it to me in the chat or to my Slack, and we will spin this wheel. Who's excited out there? I can see a lot of excitement. I'm excited. Lisa, are you excited? It's a cool bag. It's seasonal.
I love it. This bag. Come on. Who's going to win it?
Let's see. And let me find the wheel. Okay. Looks like we're good to go. Sydney, let me know in the back. Are we good to go? Give me a thumbs up if we are. Thumbs up. Good. Ready? Okay, great. I'm going to pull this over here, and then I'm going to share my screen. So give me 1 second, y'all. So that way you can see there's no funny business here. You know, I'm a man of my word.
Right.
Let me share this screen. Yeah, right. So we got it. We're ready. Okay. Sound off in the chat one more time. Who's it going to be? I know I'm really just making all wait here. We're a minute over. Who's it going to be? Okay. Whoever says me the most is going to win. Just kidding. All right. We're spinning it. 3, 2, 1. Oh,
spin
God. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We got. Kindle Outlaw. Kindle Outlaw, are you out there? Raise your hand. So let me show you what to do one more time. Kindle, if you're out there, make sure you're raising your hand. I'm going to share my screen again so you know how to do it. If you're not here, Kindle, I'm going to pick someone else. Let's see.
Come on.
Kindle. I don't see you, Kindle. Okay.
Are you in the chat? Should we give
Kindle,
a second?
Kindle, you're in the chat.
You're in the
chat. Say you're here.
Come on.
All right. Going once.
Oh!
Going twice. We're spinning it again. Alicia, you got it right. We're spinning it again. We're spinning it again. Run it back. Okay, we're going to remove her. Now we're going to spin again. Who's it going to be? Y'all got a second chance here. This is rare. Oh, Julie! Hey, Julie Blankenship. Hey, raise your hand. Say you're here in the chat. Where you at, Julie?
Come on.
Oh, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me we got a third one.
Everybody else is like, yes, Julie isn't here.
All right. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, Alicia, you're really banking on this.
I know. I love it. I love it. Here we go.
Sorry, Julie. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's do it again.
Come
Alicia
on.
wants it real bad. Come on, who's it going to be? Alicia, big money, no whammies.
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, Sandra. Sandra St. Aurora, are you here?
Is Sandra in the house?
Sandra, are you in the house? Sandra, I'm going to give you a chance. Sandra, say you're here in the chat if you're here. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5.
Come on.
4, 3, 2, 1. What's it going to take for someone to win a bag? My gosh.
I know. You gotta be
Okay.
here, man.
Who's it going to be? This is really killing my vibe.
I would be so choked if I got it and wasn't here.
Darian Wallace, are you here?
Anybody?
Say you're here in the chat.
Come on, D-dubs. Put it in the chat. Are
D-dub.
you here? D-dubs.
Okay. In 3,
Chelsea, so
2.
close.
What? Sorry, Chelsea, different Wallace. Okay. Here we go. Let's keep it running.
Keep spinning.
We're going to keep it spinning.
Hey, come
I'll
on.
go all
come
night
on.
if I have to.
Lionel Richie.
Tina, are you in the chat? Tina, say hi.
Let's go, Tina.
I've never had such a hard time giving away a Louis Vuitton. This is crazy. Tina going
Literally.
once. Tina going twice. Tina sold to a new person. Okay. My gosh, guys, come on. Let's get Alicia or Carlos or someone.
Come on, literally.
Lindsay? I think I saw Lindsay in here. Lindsay, are you here? Oh, she's here. Guys, we got someone.
Linz, are you here?
Come on, let's share my
different
screen.
Linz. Is
Lindsay,
it different Linz?
Lindsay, you're here. Turn on your camera. Say hi. Share your excitement with us. You're on mute and your camera's off. Are you there?
And it says Laura.
Oh, it says Laura now. Wait.
No, it's Lindsay.
Wait, what's going on here?
Lindsay. Oh, there's 2 Lindsays. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is going crazy. Okay, Lindsay, I see that you're here. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there you are. Lindsay.
Can
Okay.
you see us or hear us?
It's okay, Lindsay. I know you're here. Don't worry about it. We're going to send it to you. We'll be in contact after this. We'll get all your details. Congratulations, y'all. That was a lot of fun. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. This was the best. Lisa, team, thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Absolutely amazing. Hope everyone got something out of this and you're able to sell more products, make more money. So excited for those who joined us. Thank you so much for you're the rock stars of the industry, getting all the goods. So we know you're going to crush it. And if you have not signed up for our workshops, I hope to see you there.
Yes. Thank y'all. Okay, great. Y'all have a good one. See you next time.
Thanks, guys.